Let's talk about this Jodi Montgomery situation because something is not sitting right with me. I've been digging a lot into 2021 and the earlier part of 2022. And look at this headline that says Britney Spears officially asks judge to remove her father Jamie as head of her conservatorship and appoint Jodi Montgomery in the latest court wrangle. This article claims that Britney Spears trusts Jodi Montgomery to be her conservator and could get back to performing if she replaces father Jamie Spears. They go on to say she not only trusts Jodi, but she also says her life would drastically change for the better if her father was removed. While I definitely believe that she said her life would get better if Jamie was removed, I'm not believing this bit about Jodi Montgomery, and let me show you why. I'm going to play you a clip from her own court testimony that Britney herself did to the judge. And this is from Andrea Benedetto over on Instagram, and if you don't follow her there, you should. She has a lot of good information.
Force me to do anything I don't want to do. By law, Jodi and this so-called team I should be able to sue them for threatening me and saying, if I don't go and do these meetings twice a week, we can't let you have your money and go to Maui on your vacations. You have to do what you're told for this program, and then you will be able to go. But it was very clever. One of them forced me to.
So Jodi Montgomery was brought onto the conservatorship in 2019 under Jamie's supervision. This is someone that he brought on. And we hear her in her very own words in her court testimony saying, I should be able to sue these people for what they did to me. So why the hell would Britney Spears trust Jodi Montgomery? By her own words, she doesn't trust Jodi. She wants to sue her. And just who is Jodi Montgomery, you may ask? She's an experienced professional conservator with a degree in social welfare, and she runs her own practice with her husband.
I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me. By making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me. And by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here.
Britney wanted to talk. She wrote a book. As a matter of fact, she finished that book in July, and there were 3 versions of it. Where is it? Well, here's a story from even further in the past that I think is important now. You can pause to read this whole caption, but here, in May of 2022, Britney Spears talks about how she had written 133 pages of poems, a whole different book, not her tell-all. She said it was her best work she ever did. She was proud of it. And then she says she went on tour, and she came back, and it was just all gone. She doesn't even know what happened to it. They took it from her. Well, Britney's book has been done since July, and we haven't seen it, and she stopped talking on her Instagram about all the abuses that she was told she's not allowed to speak on. She posted a lot about them in 2021 and 2022, and they all got deleted from socials. She was saying a lot of stuff, like she praised that the people who abused her burn in hell. At one point, she claimed that her mother slapped her. That was deleted. And even after her conservatorship, she was still trying to speak out and saying, just ending the conservatorship is not enough. And she was vowing to sue the shit out of her former managers. So we've heard her vow to sue the shit out of Lou Taylor, Jamie Spears, and Jodi Montgomery. Yet Jodi Montgomery is actually still running her care plan, which is just a nicer word for conservatorship, honestly. Reminder, Britney said she would be coming for them every day for the rest of her life. Yeah, this is the content we're getting. What is this? And she's told us that she hasn't even shared half of the abuse with us. Britney Spears wanted and still wants to tell her story, but she was held hostage by her own words in the past. But yet people like Perez Hilton were coming forth and saying he knew for a fact she's not a prisoner in her own home. And he had the gall to say, I know for a fact if she wanted to speak, she could. She's not a prisoner in her house. I think if you rewind the tape, you'll see that she said she felt like a prisoner, in her own words. So please forgive me if I'm not believing this whole thing where she says, I'm in love with the life I've built for myself. I should be. It's fucking beautiful. I'm not saying Britney doesn't have a beautiful life or couldn't, but that is not how she felt about that house and about this life she's built and about the people that are surrounding her. She said in her own words, I want to sue Jodi Montgomery. What makes you think she was cool with Jodi Montgomery taking over this care plan that now nobody knows what it is. It was very sneaky. The conservatorship was all public. We could all find the details in the court case. Oh, but this care plan, it's sealed and we are not allowed to know anything about it. So who's to say it's not worse? And circling back on this, I think this was important because this was from May of 2022, and she's telling us they've gotten rid of her stuff in the past without her knowledge. Was Britney trying to tell us in May that her book was going to be disappeared? She probably already knew she wasn't going to be allowed to publish it. Where's the book? So for those of you who are still coming at us, who are worried about Britney and don't believe that she's as free as they say she is, rub two of your brain cells together. I'll make more videos on this. I'm doing a deep dive on the past, but go look at what Britney actually said from her own mouth. And look into her deleted posts where she basically goes after everybody and says, I won't rest until justice has been served for me. So no, I don't believe she's happily in her house and her beautiful life. She's still mad.